Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, if you don't know me, hi, I'm April Burkhead and welcome. So from the title of this video, of course we're going to do a little SFX look on this little guy right here. I got this idea from a YouTuber, Juliet Lovett. Definitely go follow her. Her videos are amazing, and of course the video that she has on this one is 10 times 100 times more better than the one I'm about to show you. But yeah, I decided for April Fool's Day coming up, I wanted to, I don't know, post a video on some kind of SFX look that would be pretty cool to try and fool, you know, friend, loved one. So starting out with, you know, the steps in this video, you want to get a fake nail, of course, and get it to the size and length that you want for your thumbnail. Now your thumbnail itself actually has to be short. My fingernails in general are already short, so it kind of worked out in my favor. The fake nails that I have a white tip, so I am going to go ahead and paint mine. If you have like one that's already painted, you know, that works perfect, but I'm just going to go ahead and paint over this so that way it looks a little bit more real, like you can't see the white tip of the nail. Then putting that to the side so that way it can dry, I'm going to go ahead and take a cotton ball and get that ready, get little bits and pieces, and then take some liquid latex, pour it into a paper bowl or whatever you want to pour it into to have that ready as well. And then using a sponge, I'm going to start layering the liquid latex right over top the very tip of the nail to where it meets the skin, and you're going to just layer that with liquid latex and then a small layer of cotton ball, and then repeat for, you know, 1 or 2 more times depending on how much you need to put on there to cover that nail. The whole goal in this is you want to cover the tip of the nail so that way it doesn't look like you have any nail there, so we can kind of make it look like it's all skin, so that way whenever we put, you know, over top the skin part right here with the actual fake nail, you don't see any of your nail underneath. I am the worst at explaining anything, so I'm hoping you guys are getting what I'm, you know, throwing your way. But yeah, anyway, that's what we're gonna do. So after we have layered what we needed, this is what it will look like, and don't worry, you know, we're gonna take care of that whole look right there. So what I should have done here is went ahead and painted this part, but I went ahead with the next step and I just took a little bit of cotton ball and put a little bit of liquid latex on it to kind of create the base for the nail to lay on. Again, I should have waited and did this after I painted the first liquid latex part, kind of like a skin color, so that way it would made it easier later on. But I mean, regardless either way, I still made it work. But yeah, so right now we're just creating that little base for your nail to kind of stick on, and then you're going to take a little bit more of a cotton ball, just a little piece, and apply a little bit of liquid latex and put it in the middle part of your thumb, covering the nail, so that way it kind of helps lay the nail down, so that way it don't move. Okay, so after you did that step, this is what it will look like. Yeah, a little, you know, crazy looking. So now we are going to just go ahead into the step of painting over top the liquid latex, so that way it kind of make it appear as if it's our skin. And I'm just going to use the Wet n Wild cream palette that I got around, I think, Halloween time in October, and I'm going to mix in the skin tone shade and the little middle brown part and the dark brown, kind of mix them all together until I get what I guess the desired look I want, and you'll see. So after mixing all these colors, this is what it will look like after, you know, you paint this over, so it already kind of looks gross already. Now we're going to go ahead and take the nail and place it over top of our nail, our actual nail and the fake nail. So I'm just going to cut this down the middle and kind of just rip it to make it, I guess, appear like as if it's actual rib, not like a perfect line down the middle. So just rip it a little bit, and then you're going to take liquid latex or whatever you're using in place of liquid latex, eyelash glue, whatever, and you are going to basically glue that on top of our little masterpiece right here. So you want to make sure that it has completely dried and that your nail is secure on there. So that way when we go to work around it, it's not going to come off. I'm now going to take some modeling wax and I'm just going to roll up a little bit along the fingers. Now you can use Vaseline so that way it don't stick to your fingers. I didn't in this case, but you know, you do what you gotta do. You're going to go ahead and take the little wax, and I'm using a sculptor, and I'm just going to basically blend that in with the bottom of my nail, like right here, so that way you can kind of blend it in to make that appear like that's your actual skin going over top of the fake nail. And I mean, you just want to smooth it out, create the little, you know, skin part that goes over top the nail. And you will see later on I'm going to set that with liquid latex. Now I would set it with spirit gum, but I didn't have it there with me at the time, and where this was just a kind of spur of the moment type thing, I just decided to use liquid latex. It would work the same way. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So after waiting for everything to dry, we are now going to start painting over top that little area where we applied the wax to kind of make it look a little bit more like your skin, and also a little bruised because, you know, a nail just went through your nail. So again, going out of that Wet n Wild palette, I'm just going to start mixing like the skin tone shade with a little bit of brown and maybe a little bit of red, and just start applying that all over where we applied the wax. Now I did go in with some powders from a Morphe palette, just some skin tone shades and some bruising, like a darker brown, purple, and started mixing that and applying that over top of the cream shade, just to kind of make it look a little bit more realistic, because the cream over top wax didn't really work out, as you can see, but we finished that with powder, so it kind of worked out. And now for the last step, and the fun part about it is the blood. So I'm just going to start adding blood all in the inner part of the nail, and also around the outside and down the crack of the nail, and a little bit below, just everywhere you want to place the blood. But this is the last step, so just wherever you want to place it. I mean, I'm trying to make it seem a little bit realistic, like, okay, if it was coming down the crack and you messed around with it, like where else would it go? But I mean, the more blood the better, right? Right? And this is it. this is it. This is what it would look like. I'm just messing around with the nail because why not? And this kind of made me cringe, to be honest. I was curious to see, you know, if it would move. And of course I'm adding more blood because, you know, why not? But just looking at this and ripping this off later on really did make me cringe because I hate anything to do with nails. Oh, I don't like that. But yeah, this is the final look. Let me know if you guys decided to do this for April Fools just to try to kid somebody. It took me literally about 15 minutes to do, and that's just because, you know, you gotta wait for the liquid latex to dry. So yeah, this is it, you guys. So if you end up liking this video though, please give it a thumbs up, and if you have not already, go ahead and just hit that subscribe button down below along with the notification bell so that way you are notified the next time I upload a video. I upload every 2 days, so definitely check it out. I feel like this might be my last SFX video until October. I hope not, but yeah. Alright, I'm going to stop rambling on. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.